jam! Hello again and welcome to the Mana Pool. This is episode 474 of the Mana Pool because we love palindromes. Okay, I love palindromes then. Since nobody else apparently loves palindromes.
I'm trying to remember what that was.
It's a thing that's the same backwards and forwards.
Oh.
Like episode 474.
And believe it or not, that entire exchange was itself a palindrome.
Yeah, if you play it backwards, it's the same, both, let's say.
It makes just as much sense either way.
It maybe slightly more. So I am Chewie, the lead dork, and with me as always are some number of other dorks. Dorks, sound off. Oh, I'm going to interrupt Brian. Brian? Oh, Brian's not here.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
That makes it hard to interrupt Brian.
Mm-hmm. That's what I hear.
I guess there's a possibility that, he's talking right now, so anything we say is constantly interrupting him.
God, let's hope so. Wouldn't that be awesome? So yeah, Brian is out of town visiting family and whatnot, so no Brian this week. So who's after Brian?
I'm Mike. I'm the rules guy and the game lore guy. And since Brian wasn't here, he didn't give me anything silly to build off of, so I'll just leave it at that.
And I'm Dirk, the self-proclaimed greenest man alive and moral compass of the group. And because of Mike's exchange, I'm going to be incredibly silly and say blah, 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 blah.
I don't know if I can handle that much silliness all at once.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, we just have to kill the episode now. It's over. So, Commander previews have been going strong since Monday. Commander 2017 releases, I don't know, later this month. It's like the 25th or something? Why are the previews so early?
Later this month? Yeah, I was thinking it was coming out very soon. If they're going to be previews, they're going to preview the set this week.
I thought? Hang on. Go to the Magic page. This is not the Magic page I wanted. Coming soon. Here we go. Commander August 2017. Thanks. Releases August 25th. Wow, that's 2 weeks away.
That's interesting.
Huh, weird.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either.
Like, part of me was planning on, I should stop by Lucky's Friday night and get me some dang old Commander decks, but I guess I won't be able to.
Yeah, well, I knew it wouldn't be coming out this Friday, but I thought it would be next Friday. But it's not. It's Friday after that.
Huh.
Interesting. A little bizarre. Oh, well then. I guess we'll just talk about some cards then. So there are 4 tribal decks. They're not doing colors this time. And apparently, in the future, they're going to be doing 4 of these. Because their research has shown that, like, playing 4 people is ideal. Which we could have told them that years ago. And I don't remember, I saw that somebody sent me a link. I can't remember if it was Monday Night Magic or on Twitter or what, but somebody said that, somebody from Wizards said, oh, that's why we're doing 4. And I went, ah.
Yeah, and when I think about it, it's like adding a 5th player to the game. I mean, it's not because there's anything wrong with that person.
That person sucks. I mean, what?
Okay, it's not like there's anything wrong with that person most of the time. But it does make the game take significantly longer. It does make any given person more likely to just zone out while they're waiting for their turn to finally come around again. And it does affect the pacing pretty noticeably, the difference between 4 and 5.
Yeah. So there you go. So the 4 tribes, Monday was Cat Day, so there's a cat deck, which is that mono white?
No, it's green and white.
It's green and white, right, okay. There's, what was day 2?
Dragon Day.
Dragon Day was Tuesday, and that is, I have no idea.
Wooburg.
Oh, it's 5 colors. Oh, right, because we get, okay, yeah. Bill mentioned this, okay. And then yesterday, I'm guessing, was Vampire Day?
It was Vampire Day.
Which that's Mardu colored?
Yes, have the Mardu colors.
So now we've got a 2-color deck, a 5-color deck, a 3-color deck. And then today is apparently Wizards.
It is Wizard Day, and that is a Grixis color deck.
Ooh,
Yeah.
cool. So, yeah, that's that. So how do we want to do this? I don't actually know how to do this. Do we? I think
You want to start with the Eminence commanders,
with the what?
the legendary creatures with Eminence, because I think they're meant to show
Oh, okay.
off the decks and be the default commanders if you don't want to try something else.
That sounds good. Let's start with the commanders. Yes. Okay,
Okay.
so cats were first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing about the Eminence ability, it's an ability word that describes something, that describes an ability that is on while that card is either on the battlefield or in the command zone. And the way
Okay.
these were designed, they're not meant to be something like Olaro, who's just always on and always good and always infuriating. They're meant to specifically do something with the deck.
Okay.
They're meant to have a deck built around that ability.
Okay, because Olaro was just always second life or gaining life out of people.
Yeah.
And damn it, stop that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. I have to be honest with all the listeners. I have no idea what any of these cards are, what half of them do, or any of that, because I usually don't look at previews until we record a show. And since I am not gonna buy these because still broke, I just don't even care. So once we're recording, like now, I'm all about it. But that means they're all, except for the couple that I've seen. I think I've seen like 4 or 5 of these. It'll be brand new.
Word.
Yeah. So okay, let me read this first one here. It's I guess that's Arabo.
If left to myself, I would say Arabo. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Arabo, Roar of the World. I thought that said Wild. Roar of the World is way cooler.
So did I until you just said that right now.
Wow. Roar of the World. Damn, I feel all powerful now. For 3, a green and a white. That is your 5/5 legendary cat avatar. Okay. It has Eminence. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if Arabo Roar of the World is in the combat combat zone, let's try that again. Is in at the beginning of combat on your turn. If
At the beginning of command on your turn.
Yes, if this cat avatar is in the command zone or on the battlefield, that's what Eminence means. Another target cat you control gets +3/+3 until end of turn. So just making one of your cats big right before it scratches people. Was that racist?
Nah.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. If you say walk up to like a Johnny and be like, "You scratched anybody lately?" He might hurt you.
Well, he would either punch you or scratch you. So.
Well, Johnny might use the big axe.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, but that's not all.
He would like the 3/3, by the way.
Okay, but that's not all. It does more.
Does getting hit with an axe count as being scratched really hard?
I think it does actually. Yeah. Huh. We're the worst kind of people. Look at us laughing about our cat people racism. It's terrible, and yet we still have listeners.
Maybe a few less cat people listeners, but
Probably. They should all be ashamed. You should all be ashamed if you're still listening now. Okay. So, beginning of combat, one of your cats gets +3/+3. That's awesome. Whenever another cat you control attacks, you may pay 1 a green and a white. If you do, it gains what? If you do, it gains trample and gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is its power. What is that? That's not Berserk, right? Berserk was +X/+O.
yeah.
That's the thing. Whatever.
There's something like that. I can't remember right now.
Yeah. Okay. So presumably it already got +3/+3.
Yeah.
So let's say it's at minimum a 5/5. And so now it's a 10/10 with trample for just 3 mana. That seems good. Yeah.
That's a good roar.
Man, Roar of the World. Oh, I get it now. So yeah, this is guaranteed to piss someone off. Wait, whenever another cat you control attacks. Wait.
Yes, you can use that second ability. You can use it on any number of cats as long as you have the mana to pay for it.
Holy crap.
But the first ability only just does one at a time.
Well, that seems good. Especially
Yeah.
since I know this deck has equipment in it too.
There's one that I saw that I was like, I built that deck. We'll get to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, that might be the one we read on Monday Night Magic. So, okay. Arabo seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
When it comes to, punching / scratching people in the head. Wow. Okay, then. What was the next day?
The next day was Dragon Day.
Dragon Day.
That's Mike.
Yep. It is the Dragon.
Surely you mean the Scion of the Dragon, a reprint.
That is in this deck, but that is not the card I'm talking about.
You lie.
The Scion of the Dragon is clearly an inferior Dragon. So,
But it's so insane. How could they possibly make it more insane, Mike? I've not read this card, just for the record.
by making it insane in a different way.
Ah, okay. Well, tell us about it then.
Okay, so the Dragon. Why did I suddenly blank on speaking? The Dragon is.
I was like, we lost Mike. Hello, operation.
No, I just got dumb for a second. The Dragon costs 4 and a Wooburg, so a total of 9. 4 white, blue, black, red, green.
No,
for a
Mike.
10
No. You weren't.
Huh?
You were struck by the majesty of the Dragon and could not speak.
I must have been.
Let's go with that.
Just check out all that majesty right there. So cost 9 for a 10/10 legendary dragon avatar. With flying, it's a dragon. Duh. We'll go ahead and get that part out of the way. The Eminence ability says, as long as the Dragon is in the command zone or on the battlefield, other dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
Well, that seems.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that seems okay.
Yeah, I mean, most dragons are already
Around 5. So now
I
they're
mean,
4.
they're already a good deal for their cost. The big iconic creature types for the various colors they usually get to be a little more efficient than a big creature like them would be. So that's good, costing 1 less. That makes a lot of difference. And like Dirk says, the ones that cost 5, they're pretty big, and when they cost 4, that's really good. So the other ability is whenever one or more dragons you control attack, draw that many cards. Then you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Sweet mother of ballsack.
Wow.
It's super exciting.
So I attack with 3 dragons. I draw 3
Yes.
cards. And then if I already had, let's say, 5 cards in hand, it's not like look at the top 3 cards and put a permanent on the battlefield. It's draw 3 cards, draw that many cards, and throw a permanent onto the battlefield.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, they made it insane in a different way. Yeah.
And that means that you could put what is it, the one where you get another attack phase?
Yes, that works. If you can get multiple attack, if you can get multiple combat phases, and you can get multiple triggers off of the Dragon.
Oh my god.
Dirk's over here taking notes. Must acquire this card and this card.
I'm
put
just
this in the
I'm
deck.
laughing at the fact I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane.
Huh.
Cause yeah, you could drop so many big dragons and then just laugh and
Yeah.
laugh and laugh.
Or just like anything. This is one of those cases where the applications are too wide open to actually be able to discuss them very much, because it's like
Yeah.
literally anything.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 9 mana, presumably.
Mhm.
Maybe you just really want a 10th mana. Blam, just throw a land down. That's fine. That big
Yeah.
stupid artifact that does some crazy. What's the one when it enters the battlefield you exile a permanent? Or is
I
that
think
when
it's exiled, but Spine of Ishsa destroys something.
Yeah, Spine of it. Just drop it. Get rid of a blocker. Blah. Because it's when they attack.
Mhm.
So it's before blockers. It's just blah. like, oh, you know what? I've got this, I don't know, giant ass in my hand, probably a dragon. Blah. Yeah, there are too many. Damn.
Yeah, you can drop a big silly artifact or enchantment that'll give your attacking creatures a bonus or something, you know.
Damn.
Like that's gosh, I can't remember the name of it right now. But that big that white enchantment from Scars of Mirrodin costs 3 and 3 white, and your creatures have like double strike and lifelink or something like that.
Some kind of conviction?
Is that it?
Well, it's not called some kind of conviction, but Gatherer.
Well, True Conviction, is that it?
Oh, is that it? True conviction. Creatures you control have double strike and lifelink. Wait, I got one more. Okay, I think I'm good now.
Good one. Yeah.
This
Oh.
man is overgassed.
That did kind of hurt a little. Listeners, I streamed for like 5 hours today, 4 hours today, doing a Hearthstone thing. So if I stop talking for a while, it's because my throat exploded. Yeah, dude, the Ur-Dragon is nuts. No wonder its Scion is so busted, because the Ur-Dragon is nuts.
Yeah, the Ur-Dragon is basically the like the metaphysical ideal of dragon kind, that all dragons are patterned after in some way.
Dragondom.
Mm-hmm. Dragondom, yeah.
Never in all of Dragondom has there ever been a dragon like me.
Exactly.
Damn. Okay, we have to talk about something else now, because that makes me itch, and not necessarily in a good way. Hey, Dirk.
Yep. Day 3 was vampires, right?
Vampire Day.
Yeah, you should read Mr. Markov here.
Hmm. So Edgar Markov for 3 red, white, black. He's a 4/4 legendary vampire knight
Ooh.
who has first strike and haste.
Ooh.
And
Missed the
embrace.
haste somehow.
Hmm.
Wait, and what'd you say, Mike?
Said I missed the haste somehow.
Because you were. It's all that majesty.
Yeah.
That's right. Eminence. All right. So for Eminence, whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token. Okay?
Seems
bad.
good. Just
Yeah.
he is the progenitor of the vampires on my brain
On
Innistrad.
Innistrad. Yeah. He's the one who brought the curse on all vampiredom.
Yes. So it makes sense that he's just spitting out other vampires. That makes perfect sense. Okay, yeah.
He also has, whenever Edgar Markov attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control.
And he has haste.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So he hits the ground running. Everybody gets pulls that dude get bigger. Oh god, he says each vampire. He's a 5/5.
Yeah.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
He gives himself a counter.
It doesn't say other.
I mean, given can't talk.
Majesty.
Yeah. Given even just some other vampires, not necessarily a ton, even getting one trigger can be just enormous.
Especially since when you cast that other one, you got another one.
Yeah.
Mhm. And for the most part, going back to the vampires from Innistrad and from what was the other plane?
Zendikar?
Zendikar. The vampires were not terribly expensive.
Yeah, they became a normal race instead of the big. We
Sort of
talked
like
all about
use
this.
only one a block, or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know, that one thing will, yeah, they became their own group. So I mean, there easily are ones that you can pop out, you know, drop 2 a turn, and you know, he comes out on turn 6, for example, and you've got probably 4 vampires on the board, and all of a sudden they just get
Yeah, maybe even
big.
closer to 7 or 8 because of his ability.
Yeah, you know,
To hear more about vampires, for you newer listeners, at some point in the recent past, relatively recent, we did an entire episode. It was back in October, I think, of 2016. We did an entire episode about the history of vampires and magic. That was actually a really good one.
Was that whole month about the spooky creature types?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did zombies in one, vampires in one, and then like the rest in one, I think.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And actually, we were wrong, Mike, because we were just saying, you might have this. Actually, however many vampires that are on the battlefield, there's actually double that number because whenever you cast another vampire spell,
Yeah.
you get if you played 5 vampires, there are 10 vampires on the battlefield because the bats count.
But what bats? What?
The bats he makes.
The token
His
of the vampires.
eminence.
Oh, they're not bats. They're vampires.
Yeah, they're bat vampires.
No, black
no,
vampires.
they're black.
Sorry. Oh, when I see black, I thought bat for some odd reason.
I was like, what is Dirk talking about? Who said anything about bats?
I'm sorry.
Look, the
Black
Majesty
vampire creature token. So yes, my
Majesty
fault.
of these
For whatever
commanders.
reason, I saw black as bat.
the Majesty of these commanders is completely killing our brain pieces.
Like I
This is what
thought,
happens when Brian's not here to correct us.
I thought I heard you read the word correctly when you read the cards.
For whatever reason, bat is the word that's stuck in my brain.
Caw.
Bang! I'm dead.
No, that was a crow. Okay, so Edgar Markov is really cool.
It is.
What about the wizards? Hey, Mike. I can't find
Okay.
it. Which one's the wizard?
Inala, Archmage Ritualist.
How do you
Is
spell
the
it? Oh, there it is.
wizard.
Okay, go for it.
Mhm. All right, so costs a total of 5. 2, a blue, a black, and a red. For a 4/5 legendary human wizard. Okay. It's a lot of, I was checking to see if there was any abilities between these two. No. Okay. So the eminence ability is, it's a lot of words. Whenever another non-token wizard enters the battlefield under your control, if Inala is in the command zone or on the battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that wizard. The token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. So you can make temporary copies of all your wizards.
Wow, you just get a free an almost free wizard.
Yeah, just 1 mana.
Okay, that's cool.
And then the other ability is tap 5 untapped wizards you control. Target player loses 7 life.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's a big chunk.
Wow, and that's not a tap ability on her.
Right, it doesn't actually use the tap symbol.
So you can, if you happen to have 10 wizards out, which I know that's, asking a lot, but it's a thing, you could dome someone for 14.
Mm-hmm.
Or you cast her and then tap 5 other wizards, or tap her and 4 other wizards,
Mhm.
because, it's essentially skill haste, because she doesn't use the tap symbol, so their summoning sickness doesn't matter. That's really nuts. Take 7.
Yeah, and if you need the help, her ability can give you an extra wizard to help pay for her eminence ability can give you an extra wizard to help pay for this other ability.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I just think about all the wizards that either come in and they've got a tap ability or they've got some sort of ability.
Or an enters
Yeah.
the battlefield ability. Or
Yeah, exactly. You've making a copy of them. Just I was just thinking of the archivist. Just comes in and is like, I've got haste. Draw a card.
It seems good. I was thinking nameless one, because of course I was.
Mhm.
I used to have nightmares
Mhm.
about that stupid card. So I'm gonna get this nameless one, and then I'm gonna pay 1 and get a hasty nameless one and swing at you for 8. What? Nameless one, by the way, has power and toughness equal to the number of wizards on the battlefield, right?
Yes,
Did it have flying or something?
had morph.
Oh, it had morph. Okay, I knew it had something. So, damn. The art on Inala is really pretty, too.
Mm-hmm.
That purple glow on all of the wizards in the background is, that's nice. Oh, there are 5 in the background behind her. Ha!
2, 3. Nice, I can't see.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
3, 4. Oh, there's 2 arms over here. Okay, so there's 6. And there's 2 in the
7.
foreground.
There are 7.
7, 8. So 9, she's in the middle. If there's a 10th one, someone is losing 14 life right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only count 8. Oh, and she's 9. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steve hasn't made it. He wasn't there. He's the one taking the picture.
Right.
So there's 10. Steve just had to duck out and push the button because they're wizards. They don't know electronics. That's even more racist, isn't it?
More classist than anything else.
All those vampires look the same. So those are the 4 Eminence commanders. And those are neat.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's hit, I guess, the others from each class? Because there should be 2 others, right?
Yeah, I don't know if
Maybe?
they've shown the alternative Grixis colored wizard legend. If there is one. Oh, yes, they have. It was in an article today.
Oh, sweet. Okay, good.
Okay, so there is. So they do have the corresponding alternatives for each.
Although I'm seeing 2 vampire ones that are both new cards.
Oh, there might be more than one for each. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's do
Because
the
there's
cats.
only
And I see 2 cats too.
Yeah, so let's do the cats because they're first. So we've got Arabo, Roar of the World. Don't forget him. He's cool. It's a cat.
Yeah.
It's the World Roarer. Okay, I'm gonna take Nazan, Revered Bladesmith, because it's the one I haven't seen. For 4, a green and a white, it's a cat artificer. It's a 5/4. Okay, so it's cats and it's artificer, so it's probably gonna be equipment.
Probably.
When Nazan, Revered Bladesmith enters the battlefield, search your library for an equipment card, and reveal it. If you reveal a card named Hammer of Nazan this way, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay, he's got a toy that goes with him. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, you may tap target creature. So much majesty. You may tap target creature defending player controls.
Yes. Tap
Okay.
target defending player.
And Dirk suddenly is laying on his side, going, I don't like it. You'll regret attacking me, because that's what happens when you attack Dirk. You regret it. Okay, so he tutors up an equipment. If he gets a specific one, then it just jumps onto the battlefield. We'll read that in a second. But for every equipped creature that attacks, you tap a defending creature. That seems good in a cat equipment deck.
yeah.
Even if it's just like you've got 2 pieces of equipment, that's 2 things tapped.
That can be a lot of defenders. I mean,
Yeah.
if someone's got, just 1 or 2 big things defending, all of a sudden they've lost their defense.
Yeah, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially since that ability, you could just cast him from your hand and then attack with your 2 equipped guys. So it's a surprise. It's like, oh, ah! Is that cat at an anvil? Ah! And they take a nap. Okay, what's the Hammer of Nazan? Here we go. It's a 4-cost legendary artifact equipment. It equips for 4. Okay. When Hammer of Nazan or another equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach that equipment to target creature you control. Wow. And the equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has indestructible. Okay, so when you cast Nazan, you can go get his hammer, put it onto the battlefield. When it enters the battlefield, the hammer itself attaches to someone. Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty
And then
awesome.
they get extra fire breathing and indestructible to boot.
And the don't die. Yeah. And then all of your others just automatically attach. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. I like that.
That seems good. All right then.
And then the other one is Miri, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Miri, Weatherlight Duelist for 1 green-white. Say 3/2 legendary cat warrior with first strike.
Yes, she is. Wait, have all of her others been 3/2s?
No, the first one was a 2/3.
Okay, 2/3. Okay, right. Okay, sorry, keep going.
So whenever Miri, Weatherlight Duelist, attacks, each opponent cannot block with more than 1 creature this combat. As long as Miri, Weatherlight Duelist is tapped, no more than 1 creature can attack you each combat.
What was the name of that card? Was it Dueling
Space.
Grounds? Gatherer.
Well, if Mike doesn't know right off the top of his head, Gather is a good option.
Crawl Space was the first one I thought of, but I think you're right with Dueling Grounds.
Dueling ground. No more than one creature can attack each turn. No more than one creature can block each turn. And it's one a green and a white.
Oh, wow.
And it's from Invasion Block.
And it's from Invasion Block, yeah. That's freaking cool.
Throwback Thursday, huh?
Hey, it is Thursday.
I know, that's why I said it.
Whoa. So, okay. So, just by being there, Miri limits your opponents.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you attack with her and another thing, only one of them's getting blocked.
Yeah.
And as long as she's tapped, which means, in theory, if she attacked, then you're safe from any massive Alpha Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Miri's just always cool.
Oh, yeah.
Why is Miri so great? Damn it, Miri. Quit being so awesome. Look at all that majesty. Okay, I mean, she's relatively straightforward. Just the implications of it are like, ooh.
Yeah, and, she is just a 3/2, so there's plenty of things that can block her and kill her. But if she's attacking alongside other just, straight up larger and scarier things, your opponent might want to prioritize blocking one of those larger, scarier things if they can.
Yeah.
Which leaves Miri to survive combat.
And the fact that she has first strike and will most likely be holding a weapon of some sort means that even if they do block her, they might not kill her.
Yeah, might have some problems.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's freaking cool. Nice. So there are the kitties.
Mm-hmm.
What was next? Dragons. So there are a handful of legendary dragons here, but only two that are Wooburg. There's the Scion, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then there... Really?
Yep.
Okay. Mike?
There is another one, but it's in...
Yeah, it's not a commander for that deck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mike. You're the dragon guy. Go for it.
Okay, so Chewie mentioned the Scion of the Earth Dragon as a reprint.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't know what that does. But the other one is, and they had to use some slightly tiny font in the name to fit everything on here. Okagachi, Vengeful Kami.
What?
Yep.
How?
Okagachi.
But, okay, listeners, look up... Crap, I forgot the name of the card.
Final Judgment.
Okay, it is Final Judgment from Kamigawa Block. That's Okagachi. They didn't make an Okagachi card because Okagachi was too powerful for a magic card.
Yeah, it was one of those things where the concept was just too big to fit on a card. If I'm remembering correctly, and unfortunately Brian isn't here to correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm remembering correctly, Okagachi is the kami of the barrier between the physical world and the spirit world. Is that right?
I don't know. Let's look it up. See if we can find a Magic Story wiki or something real quick. Did I even spell that right? I did. Oh, MTG Wiki. Here we go. The mightiest kami on Kamigawa. It was the kami of the barrier that divided the physical world from the spirit world. Yes.
Okay.
Okagachi's manifest form was that of an immeasurably vast, immeasurably spelled wrong, 8-headed serpent with eyes that blazed like stars. It was the soul of the world, the very first kami, as old as the plane itself. That's why there's not an Okagachi card in Kamigawa Block, because...
Yeah.
No.
And the reason, Okagachi is so vengeful and angry is because Lord Kanda stole Okagachi's child, and that was not okay.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah. So, Okagachi costs 1 and a Wooburg, 1 and white, blue, black, red, green. For a legendary dragon spirit, a 6/6 with flying and trample.
Oh, it's a dragon spirit. I didn't even register that.
Yeah, like the other dragons from Kamigawa.
Yeah, it's nice.
So whenever Okagachi deals combat damage to a player, if that player attacked you during his or her last turn, exile target non-land permanent that player controls.
Oh, vengeful. I get it. This card is Dirk.
Yeah, if someone makes a run at you, they're going to regret it pretty horribly once your turn starts.
This is amazingly tame for Okagachi.
Well, I mean, like you led off with, they had to find something that could fit on a card.
I guess. And it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems kind of like listening to Mike read it. I was like, oh. So for as majestic and ridiculous and as the Ur-Dragon was, this, while it's a really cool concept and I really like the card, the fact that this is Okagachi makes me go, oh. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're expecting something more like, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player loses this game and the next one.
Yeah, and and their mom steps on a crack.
And they're no longer allowed to buy. They cannot buy a pack of magic for the next set and stuff like that.
Yeah, the next time they go get gas, somebody will kick them in the shins. Something like that. But ignoring the fact that I'm disappointed that that's all Okagachi does, I really like the card.
Mm-hmm.
Even just the name Vengeful Kami, because it gets vengeance when someone hits you. It hits them back and kills one of their things. That's so cool. I'm just kind of, oh. What do you
But
guys?
you know what?
What?
What if Okagachi cost one less? Because of the Ur-Dragon.
That's a very good point, Dirk.
Yeah. Okay, then it's pretty good. Yeah. Leave it to Dirk. Let all that majesty. So what?
Well, there is another mythic dragon.
Okay, wait, before we move away, what do you guys think? Anything else on Okagachi?
I really like the art.
That is really pretty.
That's
Yeah.
because there's some art that's it's very dark and this is very ominous, but at the same time it's very colorful.
Yeah.
And that makes it look really neat.
Mm-hmm.
And I really dig the long ass Okagachi body that just trails way off into the clouds in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like everything about this card except the fact that it's Okagachi. Like everything else is freaking a home run except that.
Except you expect it to do a lot more as being Okagachi.
Yeah. That's too bad. Still amazing though. Still really cool. I love it to death. Okay, wait, where is there another mythic dragon in the
It's Artifact.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
And it has a Wooburg color identity.
Oh, okay.
So it could also be the commander for the deck.
Well, that's sort of what I was thinking too. So
Oh,
this
there it
one is Ramos. Ramos?
Ramos?
I would say Ramos.
Yeah, something like that.
No. Dragon Engine for 6. What?
Dragon Engine is such a terrible card.
But that's what Ramos was.
Wait, who's Ramos?
Ramos was a dragon engine okay, so way back in the deep history of Mercadia, the humans on Mercadia are descendants of some Thran refugees from the Brothers' War. Not the Brothers' War, maybe. I can't remember, because the Thran, they were gone a long time before the Brothers' War started, right? Anyway, yeah, they were Thran refugees from Yawgmoth's war against the Thran.
Ah, okay.
And they ended up basically crash landing on Mercadia, and Ramos was the one who brought them there. And there's kind of these legends of Ramos as this creator god that ended up persisting on Mercadia, I think more among the Cho Aram people than the Mercadians who live on the mountain. But like the artifacts, the Tooth of Ramos.
Yeah, I was
Eye
about to say,
Ramos.
didn't we have pieces of him that did stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And the flavor text for each of them gives a little piece of legend from a creation myth. But yeah, Ramos was that dragon engine.
Well, I'll be damned. I just meant Dragon Engine, the original Dragon Engine is such a dumb car.
Well, yes, it is. Back then it was pretty decent, but
Okay, that's true. But what
Yeah,
was
now
it,
it
like
is
a
not.
1/3 with...
a 1/3 with double cost colorless fire breathing.
Yeah, that cost...
Was it like
Four?
cost 4 or something like that?
I think that's right. I will look it up. Keep going, Dirk. I'm sorry. I just had to laugh at Dragon Engine and then get schooled by Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dragon Engine costs 3. Oh, that's not so bad.
Oh, huh. It's better than I remembered.
A 3 mana 1/3 with 2 for fire breathing. Okay.
They tried.
Can't all be perfect.
Thank you.
Well, this one is a 4/4 flying legendary artifact creature that's a dragon. So whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Ramos' Dragon Engine for each of that spell's colors.
Neat.
Hmm. And his second ability is remove 5 +1/+1 counters from Ramos, add double Wooburg to your mana pool. Activate this ability only once each turn.
Wow. Remove 5 counters, drop Progenitus. Seems good.
Seems good.
Progenitus is an honorary dragon, right?
In this apartment, he is.
Remove 5 counters, drop the Dragon. Get 5 counters back. Yes.
It's sold.
Oh,
And
wow.
have 1 mana left over. Score!
Yeah, remember that Ramos will get counters back from whatever you cast with all that mana you just made.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's not stupid at all.
I can see Ramos just being just stupidly big and just being like, he's a 20 and just be like, sure, I could use 10 mana here. You still got a 15/15 flying who's just, flying up in the air going, yeah, I could kill you, but I'd just rather just chill.
I'll just cast a spell. Oh, wait. I'm big again.
So just dropping dragons out of his back end.
Oh my god, he poops giant dragons. He truly is the creator. Oh my god, what is wrong with us? Huh. Okay, so Ramos is good, I think is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one, he could be so abused. This whole dragon deck really feels like it just needs to be abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Commander decks usually do that.
Yeah, especially if you're Mike and you put a Skitherix in your Scion deck like some sort of douche.
Listen, I don't like it any more than you do. But it just kind of has to be there, which I don't like either. But
Huh. Well. Okay, that was cool.
And then, like Chewie said, there were 2 other vampires.
Oh yeah, vampires. More legendary vampires. Okay. Let's see. I'll read the one named Fiend Seeker because that name is cooler. Of course, I can't pronounce it. Is it Mathis?
Mothus, sure.
Mothus Fiend Seeker. He seeks the fiends. He costs a red, a white, and a black for a 3/3 legendary vampire with menace. Ooh. Okay, he's got menace because he's a fiend seeker. You have to be menacing. At the beginning of your end step, put a bounty counter on target creature an opponent controls. Okay. For as long as that creature has a bounty counter on it, it has, when this creature dies, each opponent draws a card and gains 2 life. Okay, so Mothus just has his brand in his hand here, and at the end of the turn, he just walks around and goes tss on somebody.
Yeah.
And marks them.
It's a nice fiend you got there. Be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Wow. And then he's also running the gambling ring. I was like, all right, you guys, if this thing dies, we're all getting rich.
Yeah, he's definitely not the one who's putting a he's putting a bounty on everybody, but he's not the one collecting. He's getting everybody else to collect for him.
Yeah.
To do the dirty work for him. And he just gets to his commander just gets to reap the reward of it.
Yeah, it's really cool because he always puts it on an opponent's creature. It doesn't matter if he's in play.
Right.
As long as it still has the counter.
Mm-hmm.
And he really helps you with the whole political side of Commander. Not much, but a little bit, you know.
He kind of does say, you know, if someone's curious, like, well, I'm not sure which one to kill, you can always be like, well, you know, if you kill this guy,
You'll draw a card.
you get to draw a card and gain 2 life. I mean, I'm not trying to convince you to do something.
Just
Trying
saying,
to
it
move
seems
you in a direction.
it seems
I'm
good
just
for
saying.
you.
I mean, I like cards.
Yeah.
You know.
We're playing Commander, so it's not like you're gonna deck yourself anytime soon. Just go ahead and draw cards. It'll be
Is that a
great.
challenge?
No, not in your case. Huh. Okay then. So Mothis is cool. What else we got?
The other one is Lichia. That's what I would say. Lichia, Sanguine Tribune. And from the background, I can't tell if she's from Ravnica or Poliano. Probably Poliano.
I was thinking Ravnica. Because yeah.
I think it might be Poliano, the city from the conspiracy sets.
Maybe?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, so Lichia costs a total of 8, 5 a red, a white, and a black. For a 4/4 vampire soldier. 8 for a 4/4 doesn't sound too hot. So let's see if we can get this a little better. So Lichia costs 1 less to cast for each 1 life you gain this turn.
Oh wow.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
She also has First Strike and Lifelink. And an ability that says pay 5 life, put 3 +1/+1 counters on Lichia. Activate this ability only on your turn and only once each turn.
Wow.
Pay 5 life to make her a 7/7. And later you can bump it some more?
Yeah.
And she has lifelink, so
Yeah. So
every
get it
time
back.
that you do anything with her, the 5 life becomes less and less and less of a problem.
hmm
Yeah.
Wow, that's neat. Plus, you're already gaining life to make her cheaper.
Yeah.
In theory.
I mean, you're going to get more than a full rebate the next time you hit with her anyway. Because, like you said, that first activation sends her to 7/7.
Wow, that is really awesome design right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Do you notice that Edgar Markov is a knight, and Licia is a soldier, and Mothis is just a bum?
Vampire.
He's got no job. He just walks around branding people. What a dick.
Like Dirk said, he's making other people do the dirty work.
He is. Dang it, man. Okay, so I guess wizards then.
Yeah, so in someone's article, where'd it go? Dang it.
I don't know.
In Chaz Andrus's article today.
That would be this one. Okay.
Since I just read a card, I'll add this to the chat so someone else can do it. Recognize that name?
I do, but I can't remember why. Hang on, Marcel. Hang on. Time Spiral. No. Yeah.
Almost.
No? Almost?
Yeah, I mean, Time Spiral is sometimes an answer for anything. You might have thought Time Spiral because that's when Lord Ith showed up.
Right. Oh, is this the one that caged no, that's something else. Is that something else?
Yeah, Lord Ith was trapped in the cage while Maresil took the throne.
Yeah, I remembered something kinda almost.
hmm That was way back in the dark.
Which I only know about because of Time Spiral.
Yeah. And then, originally Lord Ith was Barl, Lord of Ith. But then someone made a mistake when they were writing one of the novels related to this story. And somehow the character Barl and the character Lord Ith became separate people. Accidentally.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Whoever wrote the novel made a mistake.
Imagine that. A magic novel.
So Barl's cage was the cage that Ith was trapped in.
Okay. Oh yeah, for a dozen years the cage had held Lord Ith, but as the pretender Marisil's power weakened, so did the bars. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
I like the way that Lord Ith here isn't highlighted so we can see the card. Oh, here it is. Ith High Arcanist. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, anyway, so what's this do there? Who's reading? Dirk?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sir, Maresil the Pretender. For 1 blue, black, red, he's a 4/4 legendary human wizard. When Marcel the Pretender enters the battlefield, you may exile an artifact or creature card from your hand or graveyard and put a cage counter on it.
Okay.
Marcel the Pretender has all activated abilities of all cards you own in exile with a cage counter on them. You may activate each of those abilities only once each turn.
So wait, if Marcel leaves and comes back?
Yeah, it'll still count. Yeah, they're not linked in that way.
Okay, I was like, why is this worded this way?
Yeah, they have cage counters so that you can actually make this happen, where Marisol can still have all the abilities of things that were caged up earlier in the game, even if Marisol leaves and re-enters the battlefield.
Nice.
Yeah.
So activated abilities would be
Yeah, anything that has a cost and then a colon and then the effect.
okay.
So you could totally... Wait a minute, let me read this again. Artifact creature card from... Wait. Your hand or graveyard. So yeah, you could totally grab, like, for instance, if you had Inala, but she wasn't your commander for some reason.
Mhm.
You could totally exile, put her in a cage, and get the tap 5 untapped wizards, target player loses 7 life ability on
Yeah.
Marisol.
Mhm.
Or your aforementioned Archivist. You could
Right.
exile that and just tap Marisol to draw a card.
Or if you had a way of gaining life, Lucia Sanguine Tribute. Pay 5 life and get 3+1/+1 counters.
Yeah.
Exile from your hand or graveyard. Okay, good. So it's not busted. It's got to be yours. Like, hey, that's a nice thing you've got in your graveyard over there. Whoops, in a cage. No, it doesn't work that way. It says you may activate each of those abilities only once each turn. Wow, so if you had something like with a tap ability, something with a mana ability, and something with a, like, Inala's ability, you could do all of those once.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's
Although you could do all those once anyway, the way I just worded it, but you know what I mean.
right. And I'm certain that they have that restriction so that it doesn't create,
Infinite loops.
silly infinite combos, because I'll exile on one, make them enter the battlefield, exile a something stupid like a Urgolem's Eye, and then exile a Pilipala, and I got infinite mana now. Woo! But,
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
one would be if you had a tap ability and then you had caged a creature that had an untap ability, so that you end up with an infinite tapping.
Which is what Mike just said, actually.
Oh,
Right, Pilipala is the untap thing in that equation, right?
yes, it is.
Yeah.
okay.
Huh. Well, that's
Well,
neat.
I mean, if Dirk didn't remember what Pilipala did, then my sentence would have made no sense to him, so that's fine.
Right,
That was,
right.
I was like, I don't remember what that was, but mine is just the mechanics and all that good stuff, but
Mhm.
Yeah. Huh.
and there's still one
dude,
wizard commander that's missing, right?
you could,
Yeah,
there's
there's
you
not
could
another
totally cage Ith and use his ability, use his magic against people.
yes.
I
Yes, you
find
can.
that hilarious and flavorful. Okay, so wait, what was missing? What? Sorry, I was.
We don't see
Right.
another alternate Grixis wizard, legendary creature.
Mhm.
Right.
One that's a mythic anyway.
Yeah. Everything all right over there? There's
The daily update said there was gonna be another preview card on the official commander website, but I don't see one. I'm wondering if that's what it is.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh well.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's.
Oh no, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Never mind. It's on someone's Twitter that was linked to in the daily update. Found it. Scroll down a little bit.
Alex Kessler. Kess Dissident Mage. For 1, a blue, a black, and a red, it's a 3/4 human wizard with flying. Okay. During each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If a card cast this way would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. Oh, and then Snapcaster Mage. Aww. Lame. Okay, that's really cool. Just keep on snapping or flashing back or whatever thing every turn. There's really not much else to say. It's very straightforward. But
Yeah.
it's the other legendary Grixis colored wizard, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Good find, Mike. Okay, so back to that. We should, I guess, do we just want to knock out the rest of these multicolored cards while we're here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay, we'll pick you one and read it, Mike. Because there's only, what, 3 or 4 left?
3, yeah. There's only 3 left. Grab the first one, why not? Fractured Identity. Costs 3, a white and a blue. It's a rare sorcery. Exile target non-land permanent. Each player, other than its controller, creates a token that's a copy of it.
Ooh!
Oh, that's mean. That's so mean.
Not only can you not have this anymore, but everyone but you can have one. Man, that's
mean.
That is really mean.
Gosh, if that didn't cost 5, people might start playing it in Legacy.
That's probably why it costs 5.
Mhm.
Wow, okay.
Woo.
So that's cool.
Mhm.
Take away your toy and give it to everyone but you. It's what you get for not bringing enough to share. Ass.
But I can only have one in a deck.
I don't want to hear your lip. I'm taking this away. All right, Dirk, which one you want?
I'm going to grab the dragon. That is Wasatora Nakora Queen. Is 2 black, red, green. Legendary creature, Cat Dragon. That's a 5/4.
What?
Has flying and trample.
Wasatora Nakoru Queen? What in the hell is this?
It turns out it's actually some obscure thing from established Magic lore.
Really?
Yeah, from like the old Umezawa family backstory.
Oh, okay. I'll buy it. Keep going, Dirk.
Whenever Wasatora Nakoru Queen deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. If the player cannot, you create a 3/3 black, red, and green cat dragon creature token with flying.
Wow. So, okay, when Wasatora punches someone,
You have to sacrifice something.
then one of their creatures dies. And if for
Uh-huh.
some reason they don't have a creature to die, you get a spare creature.
You get more creatures.
So either way, you're +1 in this deal.
This is a very one-sided fight.
Yeah, right? Deals combat damage to a player, and it's got evasion, and it's got trample just in case. Okay.
Yeah, apparently part of the story of Tetsuo Umezawa, not Toshiro, but Tetsuo Umezawa.
The one from Legends?
Yeah, was that there was this Wasatora was terrorizing this village or something, and I don't know all the details, but eventually Tetsuo was able to work out an agreement where Wasatora would protect the town instead and would be paid in fish.
That sounds... I don't like fish, so... Wait, is it raw fish? That sounds delicious. Get some sushi up in this piece. This is why we have Mike here, by the way, to tell us all this random crap that we would not have known otherwise.
Oh, I didn't know that until I read one of the design or development articles earlier this week.
See, that's why we have Mike, because he reads the design or development articles earlier this week that we wouldn't have read.
Exactly.
All right, so I guess I will read Taigum Ojatai Master. We haven't seen Taigum, we've just heard about him, right?
Right.
Like, he was all over Tarkir.
In both timelines.
Right. Okay, so now we get to see him.
Yeah, and Blake Rasmussen's Twitter has the other timeline version of him. So we'll look at that after you read this.
Oh, okay. So Taigum Ojatai Master for 2, a white and a blue, is a 3/4 legendary human monk. Now I said Tarkir, so clearly this is going to be in the dragon deck. Instant sorcery and dragon spells you control can't be countered by spells or abilities. What? Instant sorceries and dragons. One of these things is not like the other. Majesty. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, if Taigam Ojutai Master attacked this turn, that spell gains rebound. What the hell kind of monk is he?
It's an awesome
One who
target
does
monk.
not want you messing with his stuff.
He's an awesome dragon monk.
Sadly, he does not give your dragon spells rebound. It's probably for the best.
I don't even. That makes my brain hurt just trying to think about it. Wow. And it's like everything was good until the Dragon Master attacked. Screw the Fire Lord. Huh. Okay, Mike, what is this other version you're talking about?
Okay, I'll set it here so you can scroll down and read it too. So the Taigam Ojutai Master is from the the current
cons?
altered timeline. No, he's from Dragons of Turkey.
He's from because he makes dragon. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So remember in the original unaltered timeline, Taigam was kind of a traitor and he was in league with the Sultai.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so Taigam, Sidisi's hand, costs 3 a blue and a black, and he's a legendary human wizard. He's a 3/4. So it's possible he shows up in the wizard deck instead of the dragon deck.
Oh, almost certainly.
That's pretty cool. So he's a 3/4 for 5. Skip your draw step. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Then he has another ability. Black tap, exile X cards from your graveyard. Target creature gets -X until end of turn.
That's... Huh.
I really like this card.
So you don't draw. Instead, you... What is this? Look at the top 3, put one in the hand and the rest in the graveyard. That's a thing, right?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is right now. I know it was like just printed on a card in Hour of Devastation, but strategic planning?
Maybe? Not that it matters. That's really cool. It's totally a Mike card. It's not doing anything for me.
Yeah, understood. Then it has repeatable creature kill too.
Yeah, that is pretty
Yeah.
cool. And it scales. It's like, well, let's see. How big is that over there? Right.
Yeah, the only downside is he's gonna dig your deck. He's gonna put a lot of cards in your graveyard.
Which is why Mike likes him. Mike's like, yes, he is.
Sorry, I can't hear you over all these cards I keep seeing.
All right. So that is, as far as we can tell quickly, all of the commanders
Mhm.
Yes, and other legendary creatures that have been shown so far.
and other legendary creatures. Yeah. So I guess we should just go to the top.
Well,
and-
multicolored creatures. There's some
Multicolored,
monocolored
yes.
ones.
Yeah. So I guess we should just start at the top and work our way down, right? Because some of these are going to be easier to do than others.
Yeah, I suppose.
And it's not like we have to finish these all this week, because then if we don't, Brian will have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, no, wait. Let's go to the bottom.
You want to get the lands real quick?
Yeah. So Command Tower is back,
Mhm.
so that's good. Because we've got dragons, we've got Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. That's a reprint, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a storage land for casting dragons.
Yep. Adds counters, cast dragons. Dragons are cool. Dragon. Nice. And then we've got a Haven of the Spirit Dragon. That's a reprint, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, look at Soren standing there with a sword up. Is that Soren? He's like, okay,
Yes,
over here.
that's
Psst, psst. Hey.
Hey, you're alive.
And he's like, I know, shut up. So what is this?
Numbers in the car, all that crap is broken.
Oh, everything is boned. So okay, he gives you mana to cast dragons, and you can, the land gives you mana to cast dragons, and you can sack it to get a dragon creature card or an Ugin planeswalker from your graveyard to hand. I wonder if Ugin's going to be in the dragon deck. Wouldn't that be nice?
I have a
Sorry.
feeling there's going to probably be. I definitely think Ugin's going to be in. I'm wondering if there's going to be a planeswalker for each.
Maybe. Sorry.
I'm sure there would be a planeswalker in each deck, but I don't know if Ugin would show up.
Sorry.
Ugin's a little much to put
The
it out.
Ugin. The Ugin.
Yeah. Maybe a more different Ugin. That'd be interesting.
Nah, I think they'd have shown that by now.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's a big thing. Actually, if there were going to be new planeswalkers, they'd have probably showed those off first.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I don't think there are going to be any new planeswalkers. And it's possible that they won't bother putting planeswalkers in the decks just because they don't need them.
Since they're tribal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just seems odd to put Haven of the Spirit Dragon in there without the Ugin. But, whatever. It's not like the Ugin is necessary, because it's still
it's
still a
just
sick
really-
card with dragons.
It's just a really useful card, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so artifacts. Hey, look, Soul Ring.
Well, you forgot the new land.
Oh, I forgot the new land. Oh my god. What's the new land, Mike? Mike, what's the new land?
The new land is Path of Ancestry. It's it enters the battlefield tapped. It's common, so it's going to show up in all these decks. The ability is tap. Add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. When that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1.
Oh my god, that's so sick.
Very, very useful.
And I bet Dirk loves it because Dirk is all about some tribal.
Yeah, I just don't. I just don't have a tribal commander deck.
Yeah, right now, yeah, you don't.
No, I take it back. I do the sliver deck.
Oh, pff,
Because remember, I turned the sliver deck into a commander deck.
yes, I remember now. That's cheating. Slivers are cheating.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that a sliver deck made the top? I think it was top 8 of the modern. Was it the?
Yes, I did.
It was the classic, not the open, right? No, it was the open.
It's a good deck.
I had to go through it because I was like, what the hell is this? Who put slivers in modern?
One of the ways to win in modern is playing ridiculous and difficult to deal with creatures.
That
Slivers
sounds
can
like
do that.
slivers, yeah.
Yeah.
In spades. But
Okay, then.
Chewie's going to the artifacts. Chewie's right. Soul Ring is back.
Yay!
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
The card that makes commander players everywhere either swoon or swear. I turn 1 Soul Ring, man. This isn't fair. Can we ban this, please? Shut up. It's a stupid Soul Ring. If you're not running artifact destruction in your commander deck, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not running cards that can let you win anyway in the face of a turn 1 Soul Ring, then oh well.
Exactly. Shut up. You're not cute. Okay, so this is one that Bill talked about on Monday Night Magic. The Bloodforged Battle Axe. For a single mana, it's a equipment. It equips for 2. An equipped creature gets +2/+0. Hey! They fixed Bone Splitter. Sort of. But, of course, it's got to do more than that. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Bloodforged Battle Axe. So you use the axe to slash someone in the neck, and then you take some of that blood and you rub it on the axe, and then blip, another axe pops out, and you give that to Steve. And then Steve and you both run up and slash someone in the neck with a Bloodforged Battle Axe. Take the blood, you rub it on the axe, and then bloop, bloop, 2 more axes pop out. And now everybody's got axes, and nobody's neck is safe. I just really love the fact that you're getting a copy of an equipment and just handing it here. Go kill someone.
Yeah.
Here, go kill someone. By the way, go kill someone.
Token copies of equipment are always amusing.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's funny because I'm assuming this is going to be in the cat deck. That
Probably.
if you cannot stop someone, then you can just keep adding axes. So there's going to be someone running around with like 8 of these attached to them. They're just going to be walking around with a walking arsenal, and just be like, "Okay, hold still. Don't go anywhere." And keep hanging. They keep making more axes. You're gonna have exponential growth going on as
like,
this keeps
what-
going.
What kind of spear you got there, buddy? He's like, it's not a spear. It's 4 battle axes taped together. Ah!
Sounds legit.
The blood is the duct tape that holds them together. And yeah, I think this is in the cat deck because it was revealed on Monday, which was Cat Day. So
Oh, okay.
Well, the
Makes
cat
sense.
deck is the equipment deck, I think.
I think
Just
so.
based
Yeah.
on what it does, what cats do.
So we talked about the hammer. The hammer's cool.
Mhm. The hammer will make your copies of the battle axe auto attach. That's convenient.
Oh my god! Oh, it doesn't say non-token equipment, because why would it? That's dumb.
Mhm.
Dude, that's cool. A battle axe pops out and like slams itself into the nearest person's hand. Ka-ching! Oh, I guess I have an axe now. Cool.
I just get the like Miri just being like, I'm gonna attack with 4 guys. They each have battle axes. You can only
You
block.
can only block one thing. Oh my god. Get there.
That's how that gets out of hand real fast.
Wow, that's the trick. Yeah, you don't attack with Miri until everyone's got axes. Oh my god. All right. Hey, Mike, what's the next sword there?
That next sword is an heirloom blade. It's really cool. For 3, it's an uncommon equipment. And I don't know what that means for this set. Like previously, in other commander sets, commons would have new commons would appear in every deck. New uncommons only showed up in like 3 of them, and new rares and mythics only showed up in 1. So I don't know what the uncommon designation means here. Maybe it shows up in 2 decks. I guess we'll find out. So cost 3, it equips for 1, and the equipped creature gets +3/+1. So decent. Whenever the equipped creature dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card that shares a creature type with it. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
I like it.
Hmm.
You just always find another of whatever creature type.
Yeah, just always get a replacement.
Yeah. And thus the blade was passed down through the generations until everyone was dead and you decked yourself. I mean, what?
That's actually a really neat card, because if if you've got a creature light deck and you get this and you put it on a creature, then if it dies, you're gonna get a creature. You don't have to wait for it to show up in your library.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I like this a lot. Okay, next.
I guess that's me.
Yeah.
Herald's. We'll go with Herald's Horn. So Herald's Horn for 3. As Herald's Horn enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creature spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast.
Nice.
At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand.
Wow. Okay, just the first part of that, I was like, that's pretty neat. But the second part makes it, like, really neat.
Yeah. This one, like lots of people are just going to be wanting this for regular decks, like regular casual decks.
Oh, straight up. Yeah, this is really cool. I actually think... Okay, I don't know if this is right, but the Herald's Horn and the Heirloom Blade can both just go in all 4 of these decks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's a tribal set. But
Yeah, and the fact that they're marked as uncommon makes me wonder if they didn't do that.
yeah, that's why I was confused earlier, thinking about what the uncommon designation meant.
Yeah. Because as I scroll up through all of the cards in the card image gallery at the moment, which is admittedly not close to all of them, none of them are common.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's in like, if it's in just multiples instead of, if not necessarily all of them. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Because another article I read said that even though there was 1 less deck this time around, they still wanted to put in just as many new cards. So each deck has proportionally more brand new cards in it than they would have before. So there's still going to be plenty to see.
Yeah, and it's like 50-some, right? Total?
Yeah.
Yeah. 50. Wait, I read this earlier. 56, maybe? Maybe?
Yeah, Path of Ancestry would be the last one of those 56.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it in the freaking... yeah, it's in the collector number. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, and they did that thing where the brand new stuff shows up first, and then the reprints follow them.
Yeah. I know things. I'm paying attention. Shut up. Okay, so what was that, Dirk?
With this one, you haven't done the draw step yet. So essentially, if there was a creature of the type, you would get it, and then you would draw a card.
Yeah, and if it's
Yes.
not a creature of the chosen type, you're gonna draw it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. You have to be sure to like upkeep, look at it. Hey, it's a dragon, and put it in your hand, and then draw for the turn. Don't just pick it up, put it in your hand, because well, that's your draw for the turn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's cool. So what's this last one here? Last one? I clicked
Last
away.
new one, yeah, in the artifacts, yeah.
Or well, wait, no. Oh yeah, because that's not a reprint. Or that's a reprint. Okay.
Yeah, Unstable Obelisk is a reprint from another commander set.
Okay. So Mirror of the Four Bears. How many bears? I don't know. It looked
4.
like there were 4 of them. It's not that kind of 4 bears. For 2 mana, it's an artifact. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. For a colorless mana, until end of turn, Mirror of the Four Bears becomes a copy of target creature you control of the chosen type, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Oh,
You said colorless mana.
yeah, it's a single color. Well, did I say colorless?
You said colorless.
Oh, sorry, a single mana.
Yes,
It's generic.
generic.
We're really bad at this.
Dude, yeah, it was this one way for the entirety of Magic history, and then like 2 years ago they changed it. Give us a break. I love the way Brian still like pauses and generic mana. So it's cool. It's a big ass mirror that becomes a reflection of a thing you control that you can punch people with. Seems good.
Mhm.
And since it becomes a copy, it gets the activated abilities and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just don't copy a legendary creature, right?
Yeah, it's usually a bad idea.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay. And then yeah,
Ooh,
we have
you could use Marisol to put the mirror in a cage, and then Marisol can change into a copy of something.
Marisol can be an artifact copy. Whoa. That's actually not terrible. And then yeah, we get the Unstable Obelisk, which is a 3 mana colorless mana rock. Taps for colorless, like actual colorless. And for 7 and tap and sacrifice it, destroy target permanent.
Yeah.
Which was in I don't remember
Some other commander set.
some other commander set. I don't freaking know. Okay. So, a question for you guys.
Okay.
We've now been going for 90 freaking minutes.
Mhm.
Should we do some final thoughts and wrap it up and save some for next week for Brian? Or do we just go ahead and try to make our way through all these? There's
Well,
7,
there's one mythic.
8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. There's at least like 20 some left.
Some of them are. Is that counting or not counting reprints?
That's only counting the new ones.
Okay.
I would say there's just one mythic that we could discuss and then just do a wrap up.
Okay, wait, there's a mythic?
Yeah, Scourge of Vulcus.
Oh, that's a reprint.
Mm-hmm.
From why does this not connect
It's from
to
a
the
core
card?
set.
It is from a core. Wait, I've got Gatherer. What the hell? Scourge of. There's lots of scourges. Here we go. It is from M14. Boy, I don't remember this card. Oh, damn it. I clicked it. Oh, what's it do? Too many tabs open.
So for 2 and 3 red, so for 5 total mana, it's a 4/4 flying dragon. Whenever Scourge of Vulcus or another dragon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to target creature or player, where X is the number of dragons you control. For 1 red mana, Scourge of Vulcus gets +1/+0 until end of turn, so fire breathing.
Oh, okay. So it's a dragon, tribal dragon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That
This
seems really
says
good.
kapow.
Yeah, that seems really good in this deck. Oh god, it's when or another dragon. I
Mhm.
completely missed that. Okay, that's way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, dragon heavy deck. It's that gets out of hand real fast.
Dang. For some reason, I was like, okay, he punches someone when he enters the battlefield. Big whoop. Oh no, wait.
Yeah, in this deck, because of things like again, Dragon and the Herald's Horn, he comes down on 3 with 3 mana.
Wow, and I just pulled up the art, like a bigger picture. Here, let me drop that there so you guys can see it. That's really pretty.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't notice that little white speck on the cliff there is a horse with a knight in full armor on it.
Mm-hmm. Going,
I do like the way the dragon looks like he's like, you startled me. Like when you see a mouse, you're like, and he's like, a knight. Like the knight's not gonna hurt him, but he's still like, oh god, get it away.
Disease-ridden little jerk.
That's truer for humans than it is for mice. All right then. So yeah, I guess we will stop there and just do a wrap up because I really don't want to like run through these, which to get done at a decent time, we'd have to run through them.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for the rest. Brian will be happy because he gets to talk about some new cards. And yeah, we'll be get right. Are we all here next week?
Yep, I believe so.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Well then, how about some final thoughts from you guys? That means you, Dirk.
I guess I'll go first. I really haven't picked up any of the most recent block, and the one thing that I really do enjoy, though, I really do like the commander blocks, like the commanders and getting all that. I'm very happy to. I knew that this was coming up soon. I'm kind of excited about this, so I'm looking forward to try and see if I can get a hold of all 4 of them. I might have to, being local now, I might have to see if I can hit up Lucky's and see if he can. At some point, maybe after work, at some point, I can swing by Lucky's and see if he'll order me the 4 of them and everything. Because actually, where I work, I'm actually just down the road from Lucky's now.
Oh, word.
So, yeah, I work off Holden Road.
Oh, that means you're really close to me too.
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
I'm off of a hilltop.
Okay. Yeah, where I am, like part of the school actually runs right along Holden. But the actual way to get into the school parking lot is you have to go down Gate City.
Okay.
And then so it's like that little block right there by where by Smith High School is.
Cool.
Except mine's not Smith, it's the Academy at Smith. But yeah, maybe at some point I'll run by Lucky's and see if he'll reserve me some cards and everything. Because it's the 25th, so that's close to payday. Woohoo! I can pay my bills. But so far the set looks really neat. The dragons looks just wow. Just the dragons just look like they're just gonna stomp someone. Of
course, Dirk is the one who's all about the dragons. Cause who is the one that used to get a giant dragon tyrant and not dragon tyrant? Is that the one?
Kiln-mouth dragon.
Kiln-mouth dragon. And threaten us all with it? Dirk.
Well, it was, again, the dragon decks that I built, there was no way that would work under normal circumstances except for the Quicksilver Amulet. And the Cryptic Gateway. That's the only way that deck works somewhat fast. Because there's just not enough small stuff that's dragon-ish that is consistently showing up. There are little dragons, but they're sort of like, I'm a little dragon. I still cost 3 to 4, so you're not going to play me for a while. If you're land screwed, you're going to be screwed. I mean,
that sounds about right, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny because the sound they make.
Jesus.
But once the Quicksilver Amulet and a few dragons get on the board, then it actually becomes a decent deck. And if I roll into the dragons at the rate I want, then yeah, that deck it would become this deck. It's what this commander deck is. Essentially, it just gets out of hand real quick. And just Oh my gosh, Scion of the Ur dragons. You can go grab more dragons, and then they cost less. And just oh gosh, the deck just seems just. Now I know that the other decks all have their pros and everything, but the dragon deck just seems like it's if you don't keep that person under control, that deck will get out of hand real fast.
So when we get together, what decks? When we get together and bust these out, what decks do you think each of us will end up playing?
Mike, you're gonna get the dragon deck.
Oh, okay. I thought that.
Yeah, and here's the reason why, because I know for a fact that when Mike gets the dragon deck, Mike's gonna come up with all kinds of ways that we're just gonna go, okay, I think we've got Mike under control. Mike's turn.
Well, you have to remember.
Mike turns end. Okay, guys, how are we gonna keep Mike controlled?
Well, you have to remember,
'Cause
Mike didn't.
we fixed him, and then he got himself unfixed again.
But Mike
All right,
didn't
guys, so how are we
build
gonna
the
fix
deck.
this?
Mike didn't build the deck, Dirk, so it's not gonna do that specifically.
But no, Mike plays the deck and finds some way of making a deck that you're just going, the deck's not bad, and then Mike plays and you're just going, oh my gosh, I have an amazing deck. I just needed Mike to play it to show me how this thing works.
Look at my deck. My deck is amazing.
And that's what I think Mike should play the dragon deck so we can see truly how frightening that deck is. I would like to play the vampire deck.
Curses. I
could
figure
see
I would
you
end up.
playing the
I
I
figure
take it.
I'll end up
I
getting.
I would
the
probably
cats.
like to play the cat deck
That-
because I think that'd be fun to do the equipments.
Okay, in that case, I feel like I'll get stuck with wizards because Brian will really want to play vampires.
Yeah, but I think it would be, to me, things would be more like intuitively balanced if you had vampires and Brian had the wizards.
That's what I was thinking. But
'Cause I think
Brian loves
Brian
some
is-
vampires.
Brian
The
doesn't really like
Wizards
vampires.
feels more Brian in terms of Brian doing wacky, crazy things, which is what Wizards do.
Possibly, yeah.
And I think the cats are going to be straight up, let me attach things, now let me beat your face, and that feels more me.
You are the one who pointed out once everyone has an axe, you play Miri. Which didn't even occur to me. I'm like, oh god! Everything is terrible! Oh my god. It'll be a good day to die.
So yeah, I think whenever we do this, that we'll play the cat. I'll play the cat deck.
Fair enough. And Brian and I will fight over who gets the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Because I also think like when it comes to the land, Mike is going to be the one who's going to be able to dig out and find the lands in order to make that deck, the dragon deck, work.
Mike, you do seem to have like a greater ability to make 5-color decks work than the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it works.
I have gotten more practice with it, I guess.
Huh. Although I don't know, back when I actually played my Progenitus deck, I never really wanted for any colors.
Yeah.
Huh, that was due to deck. Like every freaking land in the deck makes 3 colors of mana at least.
Yeah, that's
Probably
part of
why.
it.
Yeah. Anyway, right.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm looking forward to getting them. I was telling Mike that I actually work a little ways down the street from Lucky, so I might be able to swing by one day and ask Lucky if he can set aside a box of the commanders for me.
Cool.
Like order all 4 of them for me.
I really need to swing by there sometime when I'm in Greensboro and say hi.
Just so the listeners know, Dirk said that again because Chewie was BRB'd when he said it the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started choking to death and had to get up and go get a drink. My bad. It was awful.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'd expect choking to death would be.
Sounds
It
pretty
kinda has
unpleasant.
Yeah.
It kind of has that stigma attached to it.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know why everyone's all down on choking to death. It doesn't seem so bad. Oh god, this is terrible. So how's work, Dirk? You good?
So far, it's been really good. The last week, I was feeling a little behind, and my big problem is that I didn't really feel like I got enough time to plan things out, because as soon as school got out, I needed to go pick up the kids. Well, I talked to my parents, who are keeping Trevor until school officially starts, and daycare, and essentially it was just like I need like an extra hour more than what they were sort of in their rules. Say you can only, they're only supposed to be here for 9.5 hours. And it's like, I need another hour. I'm not getting enough time to get all my work done. It's like, oh, you're a high school teacher? Yeah, you can have another hour. That's fine. And
Hey.
so with that, I've been able to catch up, and I've been able to sort of work my way through the anatomy and physiology stuff. So I've got a plan laid out for it until the end of the chapter, and then I'll see about next chapter what the plan is. But in terms of what I'm doing, I'm good till at least Wednesday of next week. And the biology stuff, I'm sort of taking that and I'm reworking it with my pacing guide. And so I'm good up until probably Tuesday next week on that front. So I feel like I've been able to catch up much better. I'm feeling a lot better about teaching at this point. It's just that at the beginning of the week, if you had asked me, I would be saying I have no idea how I'm gonna keep pace. Like even now, I've got a stack of papers I need to work on, and that's my only issue, is that I really don't have a lot of time at school to grade stuff, because I'm sort of building up a curriculum I haven't taught in 3 years. And so there's things that I didn't do well that the last time that I'm trying to fix. And now I've got grading and a class I've never taught before on top of that. So, but in terms of the class and being prepared each day, I'm feeling good. In terms of the grading material, that I'll figure that one out.
Good.
I'll wing that one.
So what you're saying is it's good enough.
I'm doing good enough right now that I feel not overwhelmed.
Excellent.
Good.
So, and with that, I've actually got to head out.
Word.
So.
Well, have a good night, sir.
Alrighty. Well, you guys have a wonderful night.
Thanks.
We will try.
Bye.
Later,
Bye.
man. I think I choked on all that Majesty.
You must have.
It made you unable to speak, it made Dirk unable to read, and it choked me. Thank goodness Brian's not here. What's left? Brian would have pooped.
Or it would have been unable to poop.
Ooh, that sounds worse.
Yeah.
So, what's wrong with us? So, what about you there, Mr. Final Thoughts Mike?
I was after all the gushing about dragons that Dirk did, I was surprised that he immediately said that I was going to play the deck. Like immediately, like he didn't even have to think about it. It's like, so what do you think people will be playing? Like, oh, you need to play the dragon deck. Like, what?
Yeah, that caught me off guard.
What all that stuff you just said?
He's like, dude, these dragons are so sick. Mike, play the dragons. What? Okay.
But I had a feeling things would turn out that way anyway, if we all sat around and tried to make a decision about it.
Yeah, me on vampires, Brian on wizards, Dirk on cats, and you on dragons is what was in my head.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if that's how it ends up.
Yeah. Brian doesn't get a vote because he wasn't here.
Hey, good call.
But then again, we'll be in his house the next time we get together.
Oh, crap. We'll just move it to my plate? No.
No.
Never mind.
We'll make the decision while we're riding around in your car going to get lunch.
Ah! Ha-ha! Driver gets dibs.
But yeah, this is cool stuff. Tribal decks are always fun.
Yeah.
Commander's always fun.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty good.
It's going to be pretty good. I like it. So you doing all right? Got anything else going on?
I got really mad at work Friday, and I got really mad at home Saturday.
Damn.
It was all related to the same thing. So for various reasons, some that were under my control and some that weren't. at work, I made a mistake in some project, like near the early stages of some project that we had last turned in, like literally 2 months ago. And were recently asked to go back and make some revisions to. And my mistake had some ripple effects later on and made some other stuff messed up. But so at first I was just really mad Friday because it was all screwed up and I had made a mistake because it was all screwed up because I had made a mistake, among other things.
Right.
And then on Saturday, I spent some time looking more closely at what happened and how to fix it and everything. Thankfully, how to fix it turned out not to be so bad because that mistake ended up being offset by another kind of mistake in the other direction. That's some people made later. So
Nice.
that wasn't so bad. I mean, you can't rely on that happening all the time. But the reason I got mad on Saturday was because when I was trying to track down what happened originally, I realized that one of my assumptions about like what I was looking at in the very beginning was thrown off by a change that the finance group made to how they were doing something that they didn't like bother broadcasting or otherwise notifying people that they did it. So I got mad when I saw that had happened and had partially led me towards making that original mistake. But if I had been paying close enough attention, I would have noticed something was off.
Nope, all their fault.
So yeah, I got mad on Friday and Saturday, but ended up getting fixed. And when we finally did turn in the revision to the client, and some people went and traveled to the site to give them a presentation, they liked it, and they had some more requests, and things went well overall. So
Nice.
that's fine now. But I got mad. But now I'm not mad. And that feels pretty good.
All right. Fair enough then. Well, as for me, oh dude, I don't think I told you I'm going to see Guns N' Roses tomorrow night.
Oh, cool.
Their opening act is live.
Oh, that's cool
right?
too.
I like
Yeah.
live way more than I like Guns N' Roses. Yeah, a new friend was like, I got spare tickets to Guns N' Roses. You want to go? I was like, maybe? And then I looked up who their opening act was. I'm like, probably? And then we actually went out on Friday and like last Friday and got along really well again.
Oh, okay,
I was
good.
like, yeah, I'll go to Guns N' Roses with you. It'd be awesome. So yeah, I'm going to see Guns N' Roses tomorrow at the I forget the name of the field where Wake Forest football plays. The open air field where the basketball plays.
BB&T Stadium, something
That's
like that.
the one, yeah, BB&T Field, yeah.
BB&T Field, yeah. I remember they were saying on the local news this evening that it's going to be like the first concert ever held at that field. So.
Oh, cool. It seems like it was part of some sort of deal with the Coliseum or something. I remember hearing, you might have told me for all I know. I don't remember if I told you I was going to see Guns N' Roses before or not.
Yeah, no. I don't remember us talking about that before.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'll be a new thing. I've never been to see like a big name band in an open air place. I don't do concerts. Like I do small concerts like Swift or the Proto Men or that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't really do big events. Like I went to see in my freshman year of college, I went to the Sick and Twisted tour, which was, oh god, mindless self-indulgence. What a crap show that was. And then Stained and then Korn. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And that's pretty much it for me. I just don't do the big concerts. It's not a thing. But since I got a spare ticket, you want to go? Sure, let's go. Why not? It'll be awesome. So yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be neat.
Yeah, it will.
The new event on Overwatch started, the Summer Games 2017. And Mike, who may or may not work for Blizzard, threw a Blizzard BattleNet balance code at me so I could open 25 with the one free one, Summer Games loot boxes. I got some cool stuff in that. The video is on YouTube, because, why not make a video out of it if I'm going to be opening boxes from a listener? And then Bill and I played a lot of Lucio Ball. If you guys are into Lucio Ball at all, we're going to be playing a lot of Lucio Ball while the Summer Games event is going on. So come hang out on Twitch, because anytime that Bill and I are both free, we're going to be playing Lucio Ball. Lucio Ball is awesome. It's 3-on-3 Overwatch soccer. with Giant Ball, everyone's Lucio. You've got a punch, a boop, a boost, and your ultimate ability is like super speed. And it is insane. It turns out I'm a hell of a goalie until I say I'm a hell of a goalie, and then I can't stop a ball at all. And Bill is not allowed to be goalie anymore. Like, I miss the ones that are like over my head or really quick. Bill misses the ones that just roll in. Like, damn, every time that happens, I'm like, you can't be goalie anymore, Bill. And then I miss one, and I'm like, I should have stopped that. I can't be goalie anymore, Bill. But yeah, it is so much fun. So that's what we'll be doing. And eventually we stop and go play quick play. So after we play enough Lucio Ball, we're like, let's go shoot people in the face. And then we shoot people in the face.
Pew pew.
Sometimes, yeah. And I have found that I really enjoyed Doomfist. Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Like with Doomfist, there are only 2 modes. There is run out and die, or there is kill everybody. So yeah, I'm really digging Overwatch with the new event, the new mode, and the new hero. It's a lot of fun. So yay, rejuvenated interest in a game that I already loved.
Yay.
Exactly. And I've been playing Heroes of the Storm at least a game or so every day, just because. Over on YouTube, I also am working my way through a game called The Park, which I don't think I had started yet the last time we recorded. So yeah, The Park is it's a walking simulator style game.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially you're just, walking from point A to point B while things happen, but it's really atmospheric and it's really creepy. Like, it's really creepy. And like, I've put up the first 2 episodes, I've recorded a 3rd one, and I think there's only going to be 1, maybe 2 more after that. So it's either like a 4 or 5 episode series. And it's creepy. Things escalated quickly and they keep going. Like, once I get number 3 up, you'll be like, what? Yeah. It's dark. And it went from a cute little, okay, let's go track down our kid in this abandoned amusement park, to, oh god, what the hell is going on, to, whoa, there's something really serious happening here.
Mm.
So yeah, it's good. I want to knock out some more of these like short series on the YouTube channel, which is why I'm doing The Park, because I knew it would be, 4 or 5 episodes and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a handful of games like that I just really want to play, just so it's not, just constantly a couple of long running series going,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. It's really cool. Episode 2 has surprise cameos, and I'm not gonna tell you who, but they're surprise cameos. Did you watch the second one, Mike?
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay. Surprise cameos. But anyway, that's a lot of fun. So streaming Overwatch, playing The Park, playing. I've got 2 more Left 4 Dead videos from back in January, and then I can finally get the guys together and record some more. I've got more Rogue Legacy, of course, the Tavern Brawl every week in Hearthstone, the podcasts, both podcasts go up on YouTube now. It's just all kinds of stuff happening on YouTube, and it's a good time to be YouTubing, I think. I'm digging it.
Good.
Yeah. Then over on Twitch, I was playing, like in the last several days, I've played Overwatch, of course, because the new event started. But before that, I played some Hearthstone. I played some Pinball with Pinball FX2. I've got a crap load of tables on Pinball FX2. And I forget what else I was playing. Doesn't matter. I'm all over the place on the internet. Come find us. We're the Mana Pool. YouTube is the Mana Pool. Twitch is the Mana Pool. Social media, Twitter is at the Mana Pool. Facebook is the Mana Pool. It's where you can find us on all of these things. If you want to send us an email, it's dorks@themanapool.com. Because, of course, that's us. Because we are the dorks. Right, Mike?
Right.
Yeah. Shut up, you dork. What am I missing? Facebook, Twitter. Oh, and the website, of course, where you can find Manapool Podcast is themanapool.com. Naturally. Yeah. So, also today I streamed and attempted to record and failed miserably. The new expansion in Hearthstone, Knights of the Frozen Throne, came out today. And I did the the prologue of it's got a built-in adventure mode now that'll come out over the next this week and the next 2, which is really cool. They're apparently gonna be more like the heroic mode of the other ones because there's not content, there's not cards hidden behind it, so they don't have to be easily accessible. So that's cool. I can't wait to tackle those. The prologue.
So they're just hard mode.
I think, because when I finished the prologue, it said, warning, the Lich King's minions might be harder than ones you're used to. And I was like, oh.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. I opened...
I know that you get a special reward. What, you get a new paladin character if you defeat the Lich King with all 9 classes?
Yeah, if you beat the final wing with all 9 classes, or the final battle or something like that, then yeah, you'll get Arthas as a paladin hero. Which, thank goodness, because then I can stop using Lady Liadrin and reminding myself of that awful, awful World of Warcraft experience. That's why I don't play Paladin, man, because I look at her and I'm like, I could switch back to Uther, but then I'm just an Uther using pleb. So, let's see. So yeah,
and you make fun of me for keeping gold cards.
I do make fun of you for keeping gold cards. I have a lot of dust because I dusted all my gold cards. What's your excuse? So I opened like 100 and some packs because Will Moran's, thank you, buddy, got me the pre-order 50 packs, and I had enough gold for 48 packs, and then there were a few here and there for winning tavern brawls and whatnot over the last couple weeks. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. The power went out partway through, so I lost my recording, which is awful. I'm trying to get it off of Twitch, I think, because it's like a 3.5 hour stream at that point. I hadn't let enough time pass for Twitch to have it all archived properly. So once we're done recording, I'll try again. But if I can recover my footage, I will put it up on YouTube. And if I can't, I'm very sorry. So I opened 100 and some packs and like reviewed every card that I opened. And then I went through and reviewed the handful that I hadn't opened. You know, the rest of the legendaries and epics, and one rare I got no copies of. How about that? So yeah, hopefully that'll go up on YouTube soon if you're into Hearthstone and that sort of thing. It was a lot of fun too. It's why I destroyed my throat, because I was speaking for like 4 hours straight. It was awful, but it was fun. It was awesome. What else? I guess that's it at the moment. Yeah. So, I guess we'll be done. And I told you all the contact information already. Oh my god, I'm so good. So, if you want to help support what I do with all this, there are a million ways to do it. You can just listen. Listen? I just heard an echo. That was weird. It came from you. You can just listen. That's great. You can spread the word, share the podcast or the videos or whatever. That'd be awesome. You can, I guess, leave us iTunes reviews. Is that still a thing? I don't even know. You can watch videos, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, or like videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, that sort of thing. You can go follow on Twitch, and you can cheer with bits if you so desire. You can subscribe on Twitch using either real money or a Twitch Prime free subscription, because if you have Amazon Prime, you might not know this. If you have Amazon Prime, then you automatically get one subscription that you can just give to anybody you want on Twitch that is either an affiliate or a partner, and it is just as good to the streamer as a paid, a money subscription. So that's amazing. So yeah, if you want to throw that my way, that's neat. And then of course, the most direct path is patreon.com/themanapool, where you can get Manapool episodes and YouTube videos early. You can get the early stuff and get the odds and ends, all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool. It's uncensored and unfiltered. And it's generally us talking about real life and planning the show and talking about all the nerdy stuff that we also like and complaining about politics. Just whatever. It's all of that and more and less. And if you so choose, you can get the early stuff, the odds and ends, and get your name on the end slate for every video that goes up in each month that you support at that tier. So, yay! And every little bit helps, and I really do appreciate it. And with that, I think we're going to be done, aren't we, Mike?
I think so.
It sounds like it. So, this has been episode, it's a palindrome, what is it, 474, right? Yeah, that's right. of the Mana Pool. Thank you all so very much for listening, and go play some Commander.